So we got more tools, a wheelbarrow. I broke the first wheelbarrow this morning, brought it back. They took the return and gave me a new one. We've got some new plants. That is a cacao. This is a pretty awesome palm tree that I bought. That is Cyanocothus fibrosus. I'll look that up a little bit more, but I'm pretty excited about that. Pretty cool. It was $4.99. Here we planted out some herbs. So we've got cilantro, basil, lavender. This is the tea, same tea from last week. Put some red ginger right there that I broke off of a plant I was walking by. Kind of big news now, I guess. Got my shipment of orchids in. So laid those all out as best I could and then started to repot some of them. I'm going to have tons and tons and tons of orchid videos, so I'll put those in groupings, so those of you that don't care about orchids, you don't have to, but those of you that are interested, I'm really interested in orchids. So pretty cool stuff. Got some awesome mounted ones. The thing here that we're gonna have to deal with is the fact that it just never stops raining. Since I put these out here, it just has rained for 5 straight days. They don't look unhappy, but eventually this potting mix or the bark is going to start to break down and we're going to get some rotten roots. So that's why I'm doing stuff like that, just putting them straight up in baskets with nothing at all. I'm going to let them see how this goes. This is actually one of the very first ones I did, and you can see some pretty nice root growth already. So looking good there. All right, so continuing on, this is sort of the next bigger project. We're gonna put our chicken coop back there, probably under that big ohia, kind of in this big area. So the idea is to start clearing that out. So we started weeding. We're trying to pull the weeds out there as best we can, and there's a ton of rocks. So that's how I broke the wheelbarrow. I pulled that rock right there, I put in the wheelbarrow, and all was well until I dumped it, and then the wheelbarrow just cracked in half. So all right, so this is actually the coolest thing of all. The raised bed is ready to go. I'm gonna have a video, or actually series of videos on this raised bed, but this one is we just planted it out. It's basically a mix of mulch, which was free, and then a little bit of like some of this cinder stuff mixed in. Then we put a layer of cardboard, and then we bought some potting mix, some organic potting mix from Home Depot. That's a longer story, but I was not able to get the soil that I wanted to get delivered, and then I went to the facility and it was not very nice looking. So we're going to do that for now. So here we have sort of our climbing vining plants. We planted some tomatoes there. Those are sweet peas, and these are broad beans, and that is a papaya. And then we've got a second raised bed, and this is just pure soil, and this is all corn. So really excited about this. These things have grown like crazy. We planted these seeds. They were planted from seed 15 days ago. So this is 15 days of growth from seed. I have a bunch of video footage on that, so I'll be posting videos on that. But it's pretty crazy that that's 15 days. So moving on, the sort of afternoon project today was planting out a bunch of fruit trees. So this is a black mission fig. I'm really excited about that. Swan and I both love figs, so that would be great. We also gave it sort of an area of prominence in the yard. So the idea is that when that thing matures, you're walking up this path or up that path, and you could just pull some figs off. This is a few additional plants that we've planted out. So strawberries and a citrulina, whatever the ones are that mosquitoes don't like. Ferns are still looking good. Those are the ones I yanked out of the ground and planted. So this is the Linda avocado. We planted it just a few minutes ago. We ran out of mulch, so I bought a ton of mulch, literally 2,000 pounds, and we used it all up in a day and a half, so we're going to be using a lot of that stuff. This is coffee. And then up here we have an Indian curry leaf. We've got the lime. This is a Rollinia. And then the bananas that we planted last week are looking really good. No issues at all. I think that's mostly got one big fat new leaf. They kind of all do. That's sticking out. It's new. That was not there yesterday, so no ill effects from the way we planted it. Which, if you look at, well, we'll post some videos on how we planted these. We filmed it. And then front yard, nothing. We didn't do anything. I think Swan spent 15 hours this week trying to weed this yard, so it's a big yard. The coconuts are still looking pretty good. No issues there. They enjoyed the transplant. So all in all, I think we've accomplished a lot, and we're pretty pleased. I really want to get the compost bin going. So that's just a pile right now, but I think that's pretty important. We're throwing away a lot of trash, which we don't really want to be doing. We want to be growing as much as we can. One other thing to note, if you look off in the distance, there's a tree back in the backyard, and I noticed it the other day and I thought it may be a mango, but I couldn't, it didn't really look, the leaves looked like a mango, but I couldn't see any fruit on it. And now it's pushed out all those red leaves, and that's what mango leaves look like. Maybe other plants look that way too, I don't know. But wondering if that's a mango and if it's a fruiting mango. So I'm going to try to jungle my way back there sometime pretty soon. But hope you enjoyed the video. Post again next week. Bye bye.